The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Thank you. Welcome back. as we get ready for game 2 of our doubleheader. Moorhead Spud boys getting ready to take on St. Cloud. The last year they have become known as the Crush. After a consolidation, they played without a nickname, without a moniker. It used to be the St. Cloud Tech Tigers. It used to be the St. Cloud Apollo Eagles. And now it is simply St. Cloud for a couple of years. And now it's St. Cloud Crush. And so that's the matchup tonight for the Moorhead Spuds, who have been the Spuds for some 60 almost years. As they continue to clear the ice and get ready for start of the game here tonight, we want to remind you that the Moorhead girls picked up a win in game 1 of our doubleheader action tonight as they defeated St. Cloud Cathedral. 6-1 was the final there. Annie Krieg getting the game's first 2 goals and then added an assist. Taylor Crescent, of course, played well in goal. Taylor Brewski had another good performance. She was playing well, but all of a sudden found the back of the net. She got a couple of goals to go along with her performance as well tonight. And the Spud girls get a very impressive win over St. Cloud Apollo, or St. Cloud Cathedral rather. I just had to know that was going to happen. So St. Cloud Cathedral falls victim tonight. And coming up next, we've got boys hockey. We'll take a look at tonight's game and how that matches up as far as postseason play is concerned. After this timeout, it's Moorhead and St. Cloud coming up. From Moorhead Sports Center, high school hockey tonight finds the Spuds fresh off a 10-0 win over Brainerd in their last outing, and Rob Grammer, very impressive performance, getting 6 first-period goals.
Yeah, got off to a hot start, and Brainerd was never really able to recover, and poor Brainerd had to drive here in a storm and play through a storm and then drive home in a storm. Yeah, it wasn't a good situation.
We'll see how long it is before they think they want to come back again, probably June or July.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No. That sets up the tone. The Spuds with 5 straight wins now after falling to 4-5 prior to the break at Christmas, and working in now into the start of the new year.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a figuring it out process at the beginning, as a lot of teams do, and
that seems to be the nature of John Ammerman and his staff.
Yeah, John's got a lot of patience. To say, hey, what do we got? Let's try some things, figure out who we are, and then if we learn some things, then we'll make some adjustments, and bingo bango, 5 wins later, and you're on a roll.
And that's kind of by design too, because now you're into that midway point of the season, down the stretch run, getting ready for the all-important postseason.
Yeah, and so you want to now be playing well in those important section games where it's going to impact the seeding, and that's one of those we have tonight with St. Cloud.
St. Cloud is on the agenda. 3 wins, 8 losses, and 2 ties. I'm not sure that I have spent a lot of time figuring what St. Cloud is doing and how they're going about business and how they're performing. But we know from past history that when Moorhead takes on St. Cloud, there are a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, they always play tough, especially here in this building. They seem to play real well. In the regular season games, I think we've had our way with them a little bit in the postseason, but in the regular season, they come in and can sneak up on you. And I think we had a couple years ago an overtime game here in this building with the St. Cloud team, so they're going to play hard. They might not be having the success in the win column right now, but they're certainly strong enough to come in and get one on you.
I don't know if you had a chance to watch the girls' game that preceded this one tonight, but a 6-1 performance there over St. Cloud Cathedral, and that's a good way to begin the slide here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, the girls' team looks real good. Their play is coming together well. Coach Kraft also making his adjustments.
There's a reason his nickname is Crafty. I mean, I get that.
Yeah. You're seeing it on display right there. But another nice win for the girls' team, and that's exciting to get ready for them to head into postseason play with a real good chance to take on Brainerd and Roseau and the other big Section 8 opponents for a chance to get down to the state tournament.
I think that for the most part, Moorhead had decided on Kai Weigel in goal, and I'm not sure if I can spot him in goal tonight. Yes, it is Kai Weigel in goal for the Spuds. The sophomore got off to a good start and has continued to play well.
Yep, and as a young player coming into varsity, you're going to have some ups and downs and try to figure out the play and what you can and can't do. And Kai's done a nice job of settling in. We can tell his athleticism and type of competitor that he is every night out there, and now he's settling in, learning how to handle those ups and downs as they happen. So he's been real strong for the Spuds.
Ben Condon is goal tonight for St. Cloud. I don't know what his capabilities are or what his likelihood of being a very successful goaltender is, but he's going to have his hands full if the Spuds play like they did against Brainerd.
I expect he'll see enough rubber to give us an idea of how good he is tonight. And we'll see. I would expect him to be good. And as Coach Ammerman said, we tend to see the best goalie in the state every night.
Starting lineups being introduced as we get ready. Joe Grammer making his way on. Kai Weigel has he's gotten his point now where his goals allowed are under 3. And the percentage of saves is climbing above 90. And that had been those are numbers that you like to see and kind of work around to determine whether the goaltending job is being done.
Yep, yeah, that 90% save percentage and GA under 3 is good. And after having a couple of games where there is more than that, it's tough for a goalie to fight back and get those numbers there. But he's done it, and he's certainly of that caliber.
We'll drop the puck and start tonight's game after this timeout. I get lined up. we're getting to that point of the year also where we know that there's a rematch with that team from the north coming up just around the corner as the Spuds and Roseau look to be the top two teams in Section 8.
Well, in what the Spuds are hoping for is that game means the number one seed again, as oftentimes it does. They have some business to take care of tonight and along the way with their schedule, as does Roseau, but you're going to look to that one as a big one.
I think the whole energy around that game is starting to develop and build. It'll be interesting to see how the turnout is when the Spuds travel to Roseau a little bit later on in the schedule. We're out at center ice. We're getting ready to get this game underway. And for the Spuds, as they go right to left, the puck is down and we are underway. It's going to be difficult. We're used to seeing the Spuds in black as well, and that's the same color that St. Cloud is employing on their color scheme on their uniform. It's tipped in. Here's a look in by Gavin Lindbergh, and it comes bouncing back near side before throwing back into the near corner. And from there, St. Cloud works its way up along the wall. It comes back out of the zone. Andrew Searles to play it. He almost threw it away, but now does. Here's the walk-in from the far side by Andrew Cumming. Down low to the near side, and it goes to the corner. From there, behind the net, rolling it. Here's the backhand pass. Spuds dodged a bullet. Did not get the shot, but it was a breakaway attempt. And the play comes out to center ice where it's turned around and set in. Back now to the near side. Walking along, it's Carson Triggs into the zone. Carson Triggs turns the corner. Carson Triggs goes to the corner, sends it up on top. There's a shot that's wide. Bouncing off the back wall, and it comes out near side for Joe Schiller. And out it comes all along the wall. Deflected away, working ahead, Ripley Garden has it down low and into the far corner. So a good start on the night, trying to find out what speed works, what game plan works. And we've got a face-off back in the St. Cloud end.
Yeah, Spuds get an early advantage, territorially speaking, with a couple of good rushes in. And then St. Cloud also, in turn, gets a nice chance as they create a turnover in transition. Nice job by Joe Grammer to recover and block that shot on that breakaway attempt you had mentioned, Larry.
In the near corner. Into the far corner now it rolls all the way around as St. Cloud has a handle on it. They can't work it out of the zone, and they bring it up high in the slot where the Spuds take it away, and it bounces loose. Backpedaling his way, Joe Schiller sends it off to Colby Creer, and it's sent in. Rolling behind the net, Spuds trying to get a control on it, but cannot, and the play continues along the near wall, then taken away, centering pass, wind up, and a shot, and a goal! Spuds play it off the boards and line it up with a quick, clean shot for the game opener.
Yeah, good play from Corton down on the half wall. Great awareness again to understand where your help is, so as the play comes to him, he turns quickly to find Ryerson in that nice little soft spot between the dot and the top of the circle and the hash mark. It's tough to defend that area. And then Ryerson shows his excellent release by catching and snapping that thing under the glove.
The goal for Aaron Ryerson, his 9th. The assist handed out to Corton, his 6th. And also assisting was Joe Schiller. Ryerson from Corton and Schiller, and it's quickly 1-0 time of the goal at 1:38. Off to the far side. Moorhead keeping it in the zone. Dished off to the corner. The battle for it there. Players go down. Here's another tap up on top. It's blocked away. Spuds picking up the rebound. Walk in from the side. Here's another quick shot. This time the save for Ben Condon. And with that, the play stops and teams making changes.
Good work early from the Spuds defenseman on the blue line. Schiller getting in. A nice play at the blue line down to Corton on an assist on that goal. And there Joe Grammer stepping in on a loose puck and working to a shooting area, just about getting one by the goaltender.
Back up on top, and the Spuds attacking quickly. Already with four shots on goal and a goal that counts. Here's the play right out in front. Harper Bentz puts a shot just wide. Dish down low, and then it rolls softly in on goal. Meanwhile, only one trip up ice for St. Cloud so far. Spuds, as they have done in recent games, territorially, it's been their game.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can take advantage early and get a couple in the net like they did against Brainerd. It could go that way, but if St. Cloud can kind of weather that early rush, and give some pushback of their own, they could hang around. We'll see. That'll be interesting to watch.
A recent tie against Alexandria for St. Cloud, and then 4 consecutive losses sends them in against Moorhead tonight with a record of 3 wins, 8 losses, and 2 ties. Play goes behind the net. Harper Bentz chasing it down, maneuvers himself. Here's a hard shot that got blocked away by Condon. On the near side and deep into the corner. Rolling it away. Back up to Schiller, takes a swipe at it. Knocked loose. Here comes St. Cloud to the blue line and in. On the near side, avoiding a penalty, stick handling it in, and it comes rolling in. Moorhead accidentally directed it in on their own goaltender, and for the Spuds, fortunately, Kai Weigel was able to put the glove around it.
Always good to see a goaltender staying alert when the play's been in the other end for the bulk of the time thus far, but Kai was right on that kind of goofy little roller that came in on him.
Off to the far side of Weigel. Spuds pick up the faceoff. Joe Grammer sends it off far side before looking up ice. It gets out to the point where it's kept in. Shot blocked away. Rebound picked up Andrew Searles, and the Spuds hurry up on a 4-on-2. Then overskate the play, and it's taken back. Working its way along. All the way to the near corner it comes out. Scrambling after, the Spuds go to tape, only to see it go long and away from the play, and it results in an icing call back into the Moorhead zone.
Nice job by St. Cloud to create something off a neutral zone turnover as the Spuds had a rush with 4 guys coming up the ice, but St. Cloud defends it well and turns it back real quick. And then the Spuds did the same as they stopped that rush with Tweet. Just missed Ryerson, who could have been in all alone if he was able to handle that saucer pass.
To the near side, off the face-off, up against the wall. Moorhead pulls it loose and heads up. Here's a touch pass ahead. Got away from Ryerson. He stays on his skates. Loose puck picked up by O'Donnell. And play goes behind the net. We've got a penalty coming up as Isaac Baker takes over. And as it goes off to the far side, playing with 6 attackers now, we'll have a Moorhead penalty forthcoming. Along the near side with Joe Schiller tapping it off to the center ice area. That stops play and the penalty being assessed against Aaron Ryerson. He'll draw 2 minutes.
It's an interesting change in the game, Larry, where they actually teach the players now a technique. Instead of driving the guy into the wall, you almost kind of get your arm around him so he goes in not head first but chest up. But sometimes you get into trouble because as soon as you wrap your arms around him there like Ryerson did, then the official wants to call holding. So
long pass out of the zone, set up and all the way down.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't.
It's that way. St. Cloud works their way out with a long pass from Isaac Baker. Pulled in along the far side by Andrew Cumming. Down low. Working its way around, it comes out to the point. Reese Gronseth with it there for St. Cloud. Along the wall, they play catch from corner to point. And back to the corner now on the wing. Walking in from there, it comes high in the slot. Gronseth puts it near side, and it goes all the way down. Moorhead trying to clear the zone will happen. Gronseth back up ice to track it down. Here's a look now on the far side. 1 minute has gone by in the penalty, 1 minute remaining in the St. Cloud power play. Long play out of the zone, ricochets all the way behind, and it's tracked in by Isaac Baker. He got turned around but takes over control and sets up behind the net. Baker now works his way out as he feathers it on the stick to the far side and dished ahead. Nick Madanich walks his way in. Loose behind the net. It comes out to the point. Dished back in with 37 seconds left on the penalty. Long play to the near corner for Nathan Staudinger. Behind the net it goes, and it's played there by Madanich. To the near side and up against the wall. Time running short. Still 23 seconds remaining, however. Spuds come into the attack short-handed.
Delayed penalty coming up on St. Cloud.
And with play into the corner, big collision. Play comes loose. Spuds still have it. And it comes near side. Wind up on a shot. Blocked away back to the near side. St. Cloud has not touched play, and it continues on. Moorhead comes to full strength. 10:28 to go, and there the play touched in the far corner will stop play and bring up a St. Cloud penalty.
Yeah, behind the play there as the Spuds are looking to clear the zone short-handed. The St. Cloud player got his stick in on Colby Career's arms and gave him a good tug that the official caught.
Give him a chance.
You'll see something.
Face off to the far side of Ben Condon. Moorhead with a 6-2 shots on goal advantage. Now on the power play. Working their way in, it got away. Loose play back out to the point. Dropped off to the far side. Here's a wind up and a shot blocked high and back to the near side. Winding it up, Joe Grammer looking for his first of the year. Slips up high and off the back plexiglass. And that stops play with 10 minutes yet to play here in the first period.
A couple of really good looks early in the power play for the Spuds as they went Grammer to Lindbergh, across to Ryerson, who immediately went down low to Triggs, and he had a tremendous look. Went into puck recovery as Carson couldn't convert that one, and then they got her back up top again, and Joe Grammer had a good look from the high slot there, but good defense by St. Cloud to tip it up out of play.
1 minute, 36 seconds remaining in the Moorhead power play. St. Cloud able to clear the zone. They're got to hurry up to get down there. Schiller almost was beaten to the play. Along the near side, Joe Corton. Stick handles his way. Out of some trouble. Gives the pass away, and it comes near side for Joe Schiller. On his way in, Schiller pulls up, and on the near wing. Dropped it up high in the slot. Off to the far side. Moorhead reloads from there. Stick handling left and right. Corton drops it down low as a return pass got blocked away. Nice recovery underneath by Ripley Garden of St. Cloud. To the far side, and it's Stahlberger. Justin Stahlberger goes into the corner. Back out to the point. Moorhead controlling on this power play situation as it goes down low. Centering pass, backhand toss. Right up on top, and it swings away. Rolled down behind the net. Ian Ness had a chance to play it. Now picks it up and sends it off to the wing. Back up on top. Schiller winds up the shoot, but it blocked hard off a shoulder pad, and play continues on. 30 seconds to go as it comes near side. Wind up on a shot, a hard shot. And the rebound does not clear. Spuds pick it up. Off to the far side, Corton. Walking his way down low. Backhand shot. Up in the air. On the ground. On the ice. And play continues as he ends up sitting on top of that loose puck with 16 seconds still on the Moorhead power play.
Great control and composure from the Spuds power play there. All five guys with Corton, Ness, Stahlberger, Schiller, and Career working it around for great opportunities. Nice goaltending there.
Face off on the near side of Ben Condon. They'll wave it out. Carson Trigg steps in. Hands up high in the slot. Spuds keeping it in. Joe Grammer just catching up to it. 7 and counting down on the penalty. Grammer catches up to it in the far corner. His pass deflected. St. Cloud is at full strength. On the near side, a stick check away. It's returned to Carson Triggs. Drops it back and off to the far side for Lindbergh. Knocked away there. Spuds recover it and bring it up on top. A long shot, set in and scores. Joe Grammer initiated that play, but I doubt he'll give credit for the goal.
No, I'd say great net front presence from Harper Benson. A good recognition as Grammer wheeled around the top to just get that puck through the traffic. When you got guys out front, shoot it to their stick so that you let your forwards make a play on it. And Harper's got such great hand-eye coordination as we saw last week with our baseball references. And there he did it again. He tipped it right out of the air past the goaltender. So nice job all the way around from the Spuds to get their second.
Moorhead has jumped to a 2-0 lead. Harper Brents with the goal. He's got 15. Assist to Gavin Lindbergh, he's got 18. Assist to Joe Grammer, he's got 7. And the Spuds lead at 2-0. Yep, pass to Cody Martinson. Carries it all the way down, circles the net, sends it up, and it got all the way through Spuds catching up to it. Joe Schiller keeping it in play. And he jumps high in the air, but it slips off his glove and out to center ice. 7.5 to go here, first period. Moorhead with a 2-0 advantage. Play goes down to the far corner. Brought back up along the wall. Sent far side, wind up in a shot from there, deflected. Here's a rebound attempt. Rebound, try out in front. Play continues as it's dished out to the far side. Deep into the corner. Cody Martinson. Play behind the net. 6:54 now showing as St. Cloud having some difficulties clearing the zone, finally forced to throw it up and out and forced to take the icing penalty in order to make the change.
Good work from that line. Alderson, Martinson, I think it was Ian Ness out there, but Martinson created a lot early on the shift with some quick feet on the edge that just got St. Cloud set on their heels, and the Spuds went to work with a couple more good opportunities there.
2-0, Moorhead with the lead here in the first period. Into the contest with 5 straight wins as they group themselves into position for the stretch run of Section 8 play. Down low in the corner, brought back behind the net, poked away nicely. The recovery up against the near wall and out for Andrew Searles. He goes rink wide, wind up in a shot, bounces behind the net, Spuds track it down. Wyatt Tweet pushes it towards the goal mouth, steered away. Corton actually had a chance to develop it in. It did not go, and the play comes back out to Corton. Down deep in the far side, bouncing off Wyatt Tweet's stick, and it comes back up on top. Moorhead keeping it in the zone. Here's Searles with a shot. It nearly got through, but blocked away nicely. Searles to pick it up. He puts the pass out on the far wing. Tweet with a load leveling blow brings the whistle, and a foul called deep in the corner. That penalty comes with 5:54 to play.
Well, we're going to find out what they're going to call here, but that's just a really solid, clean body check from Wyatt Tweet in the corner, so I can't imagine what we've got coming to the box here. Roughing. Okay.
Yeah.
It was too hard, I guess.
Yeah, it was too hard. Well, I won't say that it was spearing or targeting, but the helmet was down just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There could be a couple of other things that the refs are concerned about from a safety standpoint.
They didn't like it.
They didn't like it. That's for sure. We know that. We don't know much, but we know that.
Moorhead pulls it away. They skate shorthanded. On their way up, Joe Schiller. On the return to Schiller, and it floats in. Nearly tossed in by the goaltender Condon, but it slips back to the near side, and play continues on as St. Cloud throws it down behind the net. Then coming into the play, Gavin Lindbergh nearly stole it away. It escaped, and here comes St. Cloud on the near side for Ripley Garden. Into the corner. Dished back out on the near side, and it's Lindbergh once again to play. He dishes it ahead, catches up to it, and plays it back. Here's big play by Harper Bentz. Knocked away from him, and St. Cloud comes back with it, but the Spuds are back in time and throw it the length of the ice, and that'll give them a chance to change. Still 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining on the Moorhead penalty. From behind the net, St. Cloud lines it up. They trail 2-0 here as they try to set up a scoring opportunity with the extra skater for another 58 seconds. Long play from out at center by Searles. Dish down all the way to the corner. Tracked down by Liam O'Donnell. And here comes St. Cloud. O'Donnell will carry it himself. Out to center. Had it poked away, then recovered by Andrew Cumming. And to the far side, it is dished down deep into the corner and played behind the net. Back off to the far side. Here's a scurry for it. Jack Fitch got there. Played it back out to the point. Wind up in a shot. Comes all the way through to the near side. 23 seconds remaining on the Moorhead penalty. Down low, off to the far side, and it bounces out of the zone. It'll come all the way up. In pursuit, Reese Gronseth tracks it down. And St. Cloud comes back to center ice and in. Couple of power play opportunities for St. Cloud. They have not been able to make do with any of those opportunities as time has run out, and Moorhead is back at full strength. 3:46 to go and a 2-0 advantage. Wyatt Tweet comes near side. He lines one up and drops one down low. Just does pad off the stick And with that, play stops. And a face-off coming up in the St. Cloud zone.
A little bit of an inadvertent collision there, and the St. Cloud player is half apologizing, like I didn't try that. It was a mini dust-up, Larry. And I saw a message board out there trying to figure out what the difference between a dust-up and a kerfuffle was. And which was more severe.
Well, I have to go with kerfuffle, because how do you even spell that?
Well, yeah, there's a dust-up, and then I think you get to a kerfuffle, then a Donnybrook, and the worst of all is a fracas.
There it is. Well, in that order, 1 through 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Up on top, Moorhead leading 2-0. Along the line, it comes out to center. They're forced to play it out of their zone. And with that, Colby Kerr chases it down deep and behind the net, plays it back near side. Off it goes, turnaround, shot blocked, thrown back out to center ice. Moorhead in pursuit now, will track it down. Isaac Baker got there first and plays it for St. Cloud. Throws it down behind the net, St. Cloud changing. Long pass, comes rake wide, and it's right on the stick of Wyatt Tweet. And he throws it in deep as it goes down into the corner where Caleb Alderson gives chase. Worked off the play, and it comes back near side. We've got another penalty coming up as Moorhead touches up on the play. And so another penalty situation here that will give St. Cloud the power play. Caleb Alderson having it explained.
Yeah, they're having a conference right now about what's better between coffee cake and blueberry muffins. But I don't know, you call them across.
See, I haven't never been involved in those kinds of conversations, and apparently you have.
Yes, and that's, I thought really what I was here for was to describe what's happening between the lines.
Now that's the kind of thing that gets talked about when a manager or coach makes his trip to the mound in a baseball situation. It isn't about the curveball or the fastball or the slider.
That's right. There's always the gestures, and then there's what's actually being said.
Moorhead out of their own end. Do not clear. Dished away. Comes back out to center. Moorhead now in pursuit. Gavin Lindberg all alone and in. 1-on-4. He shoots, and the rebound comes up deep, but it's pulled away and controlled then by Ripley Garden. On the return, on the stick of Liam O'Donnell. And out to the far side, Garden plays it up. Way up on top on the slot for Isaac Baker. Sends it down low. Here's a windup and a shot, and it's blocked away by Kai Weigel. Just his fourth save attempt of the night. Another shot. This one is good. Power play goal from the far point for Ripley Garden. And it's on the board for St. Cloud to make it a 2-1 game.
And I noticed earlier when Ripley Garden came down through the neutral zone, he released a puck that caught Weigel by surprise. And not that that's out of the ordinary, because you're not sure who can shoot and how hard they can shoot, but point being, Ripley Garden displayed early. He had a really hard, quick release and hard shot, a hard, heavy shot. And there he displayed it again, able to sneak one by Weigel on the power play.
And so the goal goes to Ripley Garden. Assists handed out to Isaac Baker. And the first assist, Nick Madanich. 2-1. Big lift for St. Cloud, scoring on that opportunity. Out at the blue line, kept in. Spuds tracking it to the near side. This one is lifted up and out of play, completely up into the bleachers near side. 2-1, Moorhead with the lead. They scored first. And just a moment ago, St. Cloud pulled within one.
Well, interesting, as I watched the beginning of the period, Moorhead carried the play. It has one of those feels like you're up by 4 or 5. And St. Cloud kind of looked like they didn't expect to win. Well, now they get a goal, and here we go.
Out to Andrew Searles. His tap-in pass got deflected. He's forced to track it down. He goes rake wide with it. Blocked high into the air. Comes back down. Moorhead giving pursuit. Chased down and gathered in by St. Cloud. Then along the near wall. Turned back into the corner. And from there, the chase is on. Gavin Lindberg with 1 minute to go in the period. Goes behind the net. Out to the far point. The look in from there. Here's a quick release, and it bounces off the back wall. to the near side. Out of the corner, it bounces out to the point. Cyril's keeping it in, but then it's lifted up into the air and recovered by Jack Fitch. He winds, he shoots, and it's blocked away to the far side. 36 seconds to go in the period. Joe Grammer behind the net. Turns and heads up with a long pass for Carson Triggs. Triggs breaks it in. He goes down to the corner. And from there, play goes deep up against the wall. Back out on top. Schiller lines up and shoots. That was a bit of a flutter on it, but Ben Condon saw it all the way.
St. Cloud gets a little bit of a break as Andrew Searles was desperately trying to keep the puck in the zone, and then they were able to block a shot and get on a 2-on-1, but a great job from Carson Triggs with back pressure to come all the way back and help out and break up that play, eliminating even a shot on goal.
A battle for the puck in the face-off circle before it's drawn to the outer edge near the wall. Play now to the opposite corner. Justin Stahlberger reaching in. Poked away. And that horn signals the end of the first period of play. We've got a lot of hockey left to go between these two teams as they battle it out tonight at Moorhead Sports Center. As the teams head off and into the locker room after one period of play, it is Moorhead 2 and St. Cloud 1.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
Condon coming up with 12 saves. Meanwhile, St. Cloud throwing 6 shots in the direction of Kai Weigel, who made 5 saves. For the Spuds, the scoring, Aaron Ryerson got the opener. That came early at the 1:38 mark. Joe Corton and Joe Schiller each assisting on that opening goal. Spuds made it 2-0 when Harper Bentz put one down. Assist to Gavin Lindbergh and to Joe Grammer. And at the 8:54 mark, Moorhead had a 2-0 advantage. They did not have control of the puck from that point on, as they did early. but slowly but surely they were able to enough times hold control. And then St. Cloud almost abruptly found themselves open and had a shot and a goal at the 15:06 mark, just a minute 54 remaining. The goal went to Ripley Garden, and the assist to Isaac Baker and to Nick Madanich. And that's the way we stand after one period of play. Teams are in the locker room, ice is being surfaced, and we'll return to Moorhead Sports Center after this news break from WDAY after one period of play. It's Moorhead 2 and St. Cloud 1.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
From Moorhead Sports Center, high school hockey, game 2 of our doubleheader. Earlier tonight, the Spud girls defeated St. Cloud Cathedral by a count of 6-1. And after one period of play here tonight in boys play, it is the Spuds with a 1-goal advantage, leading St. Cloud 2-1 is our count as we head into the second period. Moorhead again, somewhat of a territorial advantage as a controlled play, and put 14 shots on goal. That's a sizable number in a first period of play, and 2 of them going in. And meanwhile, it looked like St. Cloud was going to barely get another chance to score, but they found themselves in the attack zone, and then a shot and a goal sent in by Ripley Garden put St. Cloud on the board, and with renewed vision and excitement, they thought they had a chance down the stretch of the period as well and played that way. But before the period ran out, the Spuds on the penalty were able to hold it off. And we will start play here in the second period with Moorhead leading it by a count of 2-1. As they get ready, Ben Condon is in goal to our right for the second period, getting his blue ice all set and ready to go. And apparently John Ammerman had a few extra words to be said to his team. I'm not so sure that he felt entirely pleased with the way things went in that first period, in spite of the fact that they had time of advantage in the zone and time of shots on goal advantage as well. As the Spuds now making their way towards the ice, and they come on to play here in the second period. This is one of those games featuring 2 section powers. St. Cloud, in spite of their record at 3-8-2, very contentious against the opponents that they have played. Have had troubles putting a consistent effort into the win column. Have lost 4 in a row after a tie to Alexandria. Meanwhile, the Spuds seemingly have found their groove, found their niche, as they have reeled off 5 straight wins. A win over St. Michael Albertville, and then entering tournament play, getting a victory over Edina, St. Thomas Academy, Prior Lake, and coming back in the new year to defeat Brainerd by a score of 10-0. We made the comment, Rob Grammer, about what the Spuds might be saying in the locker room. I'm not so sure that it was an entirely pleasant visit in there with the coaching staff. I think they felt there were more things they could do.
Yeah, it had a little bit of the feeling of some of the previous games where they were having their way with it, but it was maybe a little bit too casual, where instead of jumping on that like they did the other night against Brainerd and really putting a few up when they could, they kind of let St. Cloud hang around, and I would agree that could have been part of the message.
We'll see what happens as we get play underway here in the second period. Moorhead going left to right, and a quick visit at the far side by Ripley. Garden by St. Cloud before he steps in. As the draw goes down, Moorhead mishandling it briefly, and that gave St. Cloud a chance to shoot, and a bouncing puck by Jack Fitch was kicked away by Kai Weigel. Long play back up ice. Into the near corner, Carson Triggs wings it around to the far side where St. Cloud takes over and sends the play up ice. We got a race for it. Down deep into the corner, Blake O'Hara almost getting there first for St. Cloud, but the Spuds pull it off the wall and head up. Along the near side, Gavin Lindbergh sidesteps a defender, carries it deep into the corner, then it bounces back out. And here comes St. Cloud with Andrew Cumming to the blue line. He just did hold the line and works it in. Down deep into the corner, it comes back. Theo Ryland bouncing it up into the air, and it comes down. Kept in nicely right at the blue line by Ryland. And his shot hit a stick and hit a skate and bounced and deflected up into the netting. Stopping play.
A little bit of ping pong, it feels like, early in the second period as the teams get settled in. But St. Cloud with an offensive zone opportunity here off a draw to Weigel's right.
As they stand in, Theo Ryland for St. Cloud. Facing off against Joe Corton of Moorhead, and it goes behind the net. Spun off to the far side. Long pass out of the zone, comes all the way up, and as it touches the end line, that's a long pass for icing, and it brings it back into the Moorhead zone. See, we got Spuds tonight, and their schedule continues next week.
You get East Grand coming
East
to
Grand
town?
Forks, yes, that's right.
Always a tough one.
Play comes down and tipped off to the far side. Wyatt Tweet brings it in, tried to step around a defender. He gets carried in and then recovers, puts the puck up on top and knocked away by Ryland. Out of the Spuds on the near side, and Colby Career sends it all the way down. Bounced off to the far boards. Moorhead playing it back out. Trailing the play, Joe Corton stick handles his way out of trouble and comes in. It's 4-on-2. Wind up with a shot, and it's blocked, and the rebound kicked out of danger. Corton to pick it up. Knocked away from him, and it's swept out of the zone. And that's an icing pass out by St. Cloud to stop play, and we bring it back. Both teams will take this opportunity for their changes.
Really good neutral zone play from Schiller and Career, partner defenders there with a nice tight gap shutting down the St. Cloud rush early, allowing Joe Curtin to turn it back in transition and find Tweed on the edge, who gets a good shot on goal.
Caleb Alderson draws it back. St. Cloud there to pick it up. Jaden Mendel battle for it right in front of his own bench, and then it squirts loose, and Andrew Searles of Moorhead goes deep to pick it up. Winging it back near side, nearly stolen. Played along the boards, lifted up and out. It comes all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing now as it's picked up in the corner by Isaac Baker. It rolls free for a moment. Spuds had a stick on it. Alderson tracks it along the boards. Tipped away from him and out near the point. Here's Stahlberger. Quick reversal down low. It bounces and rolls right in on goaltender Ben Condon. And that stops play as he hangs on tight.
Nice job by Stahlberger as the first forechecker on the puck. We call that F1 again. I think we talked about that last week. But he knocked this guy to the ice. And in my experience, it's harder to play when you're laying on the ice than it is when you're on your skate.
And off the draw, it comes all the way out. Songstead there to pick it up, getting his first shift tonight. Long pass out of the zone. Turn around, blocked away, comes right back to Ripley Garden. Throwing in there, it comes back as the Spuds play it off the near wall. Sent through And that whistle brings up an icing call. So we've had more icings here in the first minute or minute and a half of play than we saw in the first period.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early in the period. Makes for kind of lack of flow and disjointed play. I'm sure that'll correct itself.
Yeah. Face off on the near side of Kai Weigel. Play is down, kicked off to the edge and backhanded off to the far side and all the way around. Carson Triggs tracking it down, sends it out. It comes all the way down. Moorhead playing it. They're offside, however. They have to wait. And as they touch up, Carson Triggs turns the corner and heads in. He goes in, puck comes in, play goes down. All the way around near side and out at the point. Colby Creer sending it behind the net where it spins off to the far corner. Triggs reaching in to pull it loose. As he gets there in time to slow the play down, Spuds are there to pick it up. Out at the point. Near side now for Creer. Bouncing away from him and out. Jack Fitch picks it up for St. Cloud. He's ridden off the play and the Spuds are there to pick it up. The return pass, and here comes Colby Creer on the way in, dished off far side, wind up on a shot, bounced off a skate and deflected deep to the near side. Long pass, rink wide. Triggs to pick it up, wind up on a shot, blocked away. Rolling it free now behind the net. Reese Grunseth picks it up for St. Cloud. Long play out. That was right tape on tape. And a long pass there, bounces off the back end. And it's picked up by the Spuds and they return it. It's 2-on-2 as it's dished in. Wyatt Tweet goes deep into the corner. A lot of things about Wyatt Tweet tell me that he's not afraid of contact.
That's right.
Down near Aaron Ryerson picks it up. Slides his way up on top. Just did get the pass away to Songstead and it goes off to the far side. Picked up behind the net by Nathan Staudinger. Songstead keeps it in play. Goes down into the corner. Collision there. Forcing it up on top. Wind up on a shot. He scores! First of the season for Joe Grammer. Yeah, some people think he's had two, but...
Well, I'm not good at counting, but I can count that high. He did pick up one in the holiday tournament down in the Twin Cities. Second of the year. Nice shot by Grammer, but really this is all created by a good, strong forecheck. And you mentioned Tweet, not afraid of the contact. For us old-timers, he's got a little Ogie Ogletorp in him, that Wyatt Tweet does. For the new kids, it's the Tooth Fairy, I think, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Either way, nice shot by Joe Grammer to finish that play.
And I do stand corrected, his second. And with Grammer's goal, the assist given out to Joe Corton, his second tonight. Aaron Ryerson assisting, his second point tonight. And for Grammer, his second goal of the year and second point tonight. And it's 3-1 as the Spuds take the lead. Play in the near side. Worked around to the far corner. Sent out to the far point. Schiller. Then Martinson. Loose puck picked up by St. Cloud. It's away and thrown down deep. 11:14 to go in the second. Moorhead has scored to make it a 3-1 advantage. Tipped ahead now by Blake O'Hara. Into the near corner. Wrestled away. Spuds trying to muscle one in from behind. Had it poked away and returned behind the net. Spuds gather it in and send it out to the point. Searles from there. His shot got blocked. He keeps it in play. And it comes rink wide, but it hit a stick and bounced out to center. Spuds will have to touch up. And on the return, Harper Betts drops it away. Here's Gavin Lindbergh walking in. He shoots, looking for that little bit of an opening between the pipe and the glove. But the stop is made, the save is made, and it stops the clock with 10:37 to go.
Couple of really sharp plays in the neutral zone. Small area plays by the Spuds, starting with Joe Grammer making a nice little bank pass to Bentz, and then Bentz has Lindbergh looping in around behind, layering in behind him, lays it in there for him. Lindbergh tries to sneak it short side. Gavin really wants one.
On top for Grammer. Long toss down low. Rebound sent back up on top, and once again it's Ben Condon. called to duty, called to action to make the save and keep the game at 3-1.
What you like to see here, and this is classic offense being created, is how quickly they're getting the puck up to the blue line and then how they're getting the shots through to traffic, creating a lot of offense for the Spuds.
Grammer, far point, down deep to the corner. Played along the wall, and it's ricocheted out. Spuds will have to track it down and come onside. Here's the return pass for Bentz to Lindberg, walking his way, and here's a centering pass that just misfired on Triggs. Loose puck comes out to center. Wind up in a long shot, bounces off the boards. Try to pick up the rebound. It's loose in the near corner and along the wall. The Spuds come back on the attack. As they cross over, it's Gavin Lindberg going to the bad angle. Slipping it up on top. Shot block. Rebound. Kicked behind the net. Play continues on. Up on top. A shot. And a goal. Spuds kept working at it. A lot of hard work. Tic-tac passing and a score. And the Spuds now lead at 4-1.
It's so many good plays lead to a goal usually, and that just a sequence of them on that shift by that line, and it started down low with really strong play, 200 feet away from the goals. Joe Grammer took on the forecheckers, was able to not only win that battle, but then got the puck up to Bentz. He finds Lindberg on a little bank pass. The Spuds are in, and then Bentz picks up on the forecheck, does a little juggling act with the puck, and eventually finds Lindberg again, and they score it. And just a number of really good plays all the way up the ice.
Lindberg's goal, his 5th of the season. Assist to Harper Bentz, his 12th. He now leads the team in points with 27. 15 goals and 12 assists for Harper Bentz. Moorhead cycling the puck to the near side. It's returned. The shot is blocked as he goes down to his knees, Jack Fitch. Moorhead picking up the loose play, and Songstead sends it on. Deflected to the far side, and it's dished deep into the corner, and the Spuds will try it again. From the far point, it's Schiller. Down deep into the corner, returned. Near side, Songstead lines up to shoot. Hit a stick, hit a skate, bounced away. Play continues on down in the corner. Loose to the far side, the collision there as they stick handle the puck free. Reaching in from behind to keep it loose, though. Aaron Ryerson reached in with a glove, pulled it away, and it comes near side. And from there, a hard shot by Colby Creer that was gloved away. Moorhead seems to have picked up the intensity just a bit in the offensive zone as they have scored twice to make it a 4-1 game.
More good work by that line of the Spuds with Tweet and Corton. Ryerson out there, and again, it's a heavy forecheck, getting to loose pucks, keeping plays alive, getting it low to high quickly so that those D they can stretch the zone and get shots through, and good work by the Spuds.
Caleb Alderson on the faceoff, chases the puck down behind the net. He battles Nathan Staudinger for it. And as they scramble along the wall, it's poked away free, but only for a moment before it returns into the fracas. To the far side. That was number 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's up for debate yet. Yeah.
Okay. It rolls out, and here is Jaden Mendel. Out to center, gives it off to Staudinger. He's ridden wide of the play. Staudinger keeps his skates, sends it out, and it's blocked away. Justin Stahlberger picking it up and heading in. Stahlberger carries it all the way down to the far corner. He got stood up along the way, but stays on his skates to play the puck, popping up into the air. Stahlberger gave a whack at it. Ian Ness goes in for it. Poked away there, and it's finally pulled loose by St. Cloud as they reached in and took it away. On his way up, a little poke check to the near side. Loose play away. Off to the far side. Joe Grammer working his way loose. Sends it off to the far corner. There's an outlet that gathered in by Theo Ryland. Sending the play up on top, tipped away by Weigel. Moorhead comes up on the near side with Harper Bentz. He goes around, carries it with him, centering pass. Moorhead forced to catch up to it and play it back into the near corner. From there, it works its way around. Up on top, here's Harper Bentz with a shot. He had an open look, but it bounces off the backboards, and then St. Cloud steers it out of the zone and sends it up ice with 6:40 to play. It's 4-1 Moorhead here in the second period.
You know, Larry, I'm sure you've seen a lot of action throughout the years in various sports, and there's a sense you get from certain players that when they get that in a certain spot, it's going in, right? And that's the feeling you have with Harper Bentz right now. When he got that puck.
He's on a streak.
Yeah, that's going in, right?
He's on a streak. Play drops back out. Player goes down, no call. Play continues on. Big hit here. Blake O'Hara took the brunt of that hit from Colby Creer. The return comes all the way up ice, and the Spuds in pursuit. Gavin Lindbergh turning it up on top. There's a shot, and it's blocked. Somehow between the sticks and the skates, it found its way to the goal and tipped away then by Condon. Back out at center. Return, near side. Trying to reach in and poke it away. Joe Corton got turned around. Long pass near side as it comes all the way down. That's an icing pass. Another quickly played period so far with 5:58 to go. The Spuds have made it a 4-1 contest.
Yeah, and again, territorially, I don't even know if I'm looking at the shot clock if St. Cloud has registered a shot on goal this period. But the Spuds have had the advantage again, but you look up and it's still only 4-1. You know, from their standpoint, it sure feels like a lot more. But if St. Cloud can muster something here late in the period, we could still have a game.
7-0 shots on goal here in the second period. Moorhead controlling play in the zone. Grammer drops it back. Corton, Grammer winding it up, rebound. Tip back in, off the backboards. It comes now near side, and they'll keep it again. Here's Grammer tossing it near side. It bounces in off a skate, off a stick, and back out to center. Moorhead touching up on the play as Grammer throws it in. Rolling against the base of the net. Trying to find an opening along the side. There it is, but it got deflected in the traffic, and it comes back out to center and chased down by Joe Grammer. He chases it to the far side. Bounced up into the air. Songstead there to track it down from Moorhead. Pass returned near side and right on the stick of Aaron Ryerson. He goes deep into the corner, sidestepping the official, and the play goes behind the net. Brought back to the point. Here's Songstead looking in off to the far side. And from there on to the wing. Down deep into the corner where Tweet catches up to it. 4:48 to go. Centering pass. Got blocked away, and St. Cloud comes up with it. Off to the far side and deep into the zone it is lifted. Both teams changing with 4:37 to go. Alderson comes out of the play behind the net and works his way up to center. Just ahead for Ian Ness. Separation play there, and it comes onto the stick of Vince Bertram. And with that, play stops. 4:15 to go here in the second period. And again, we watch and we look at what Moorhead is able to do by controlling the puck.
Yeah, you know, I pointed out a little play by Caleb Alderson. He came up out of the zone, crossed the blue line. He was getting pinched off with nowhere to go with the puck, and a smart play, instead of panicking and just throwing it, he actually, we call it, he ate it, where he got ridden off into the wall, but he advanced the puck up the ice out of danger. It wasn't a real glamorous play, but it's an important one.
So from behind the net, play continues after the faceoff. Battled for it along the near corner and rolled out along the wall, turned around and sent in. And play continues on as St. Cloud brings it outside the zone and back in again offside.
Good example of, again, tight gap defending in the neutral zone from the Spuds, Searles, and Creer, just really keeping their space between the forward rush and themselves at a nice tight gap, forcing a lateral move before the blue line, and that creates those offsides. Use that blue line as a defender. That's how we do that one, Larry.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a training film after.
Okay, very good.
Later next
I'll stick
week.
around. Off to the far side and deep into the corner. Bringing it back up high in the slot. Dropping it now on the near side and returned. Rink wide, goes to Searles. He shoots and it's wide. Bouncing hard off the boards. Dish down deep into the corner and it plays. Ian Ness dishing it up on top, and the Spuds get there in time to keep it in the zone. Hard off the glass and down to the corner where Ness has it. Behind the net for Cody Martinson. And from there it slipped out of the zone and it comes all the way up. And we stop play with that icy call. 3:09 to go. Moorhead with a 4-1 lead. Joe Grammer. And Gavin Lindbergh here in the second period, giving the Spuds the lead at 4-1.
It's kind of like in football, you know, the defenders will use the sideline as a defender, and the basketball they'll use the baseline.
I get it.
The blue line. Well,
same thing. Yeah. You're just getting that now?
Well, you learn something every year.
There's a shot at a goal!
How about that?
Dalton Songstead from up on top at the near point. He unleashed the shot. Now, whether he gets the goal, he will count in on the scoring, as it may have been deflected right in front of goal.
This is pretty cool right here. You see a lot of shrugging of the shoulders and the players acting. Lindbergh tipped it. He got the goal, but they all wanted to give it to Songstead.
Yep.
And you can see him out there right now talking about it. Gavin's almost apologizing, like, sorry, man, but Lindbergh did tip it, but a really good shot from Songstead through traffic to pick up another assist.
The scoreboard gives him the goal.
Well,
with the assist going to Lindbergh. Yeah, we'll see.
That's what it is for now.
That's another one of the moments that will be determined in the locker room after the game as to when they take a look at the tape and get it figured out.
Yeah, and you know the good indicator on the goal is usually who goes first back to the bench on the high five line, and you could tell Lindbergh was shrugging his shoulders like, sorry man, I tipped it, but you know the Spuds will take the goal no matter what. Songstead will take the goal for the team for sure.
He'll be happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, nobody's complaining about it.
Well, the brain trust that will also factor in onto that final official scoring has agreed that it is Gavin Lindbergh that got the goal. And so we'll go with that too, because that's what we saw. Out on top it comes. Delivered down low and into the corner. Spinning around all the way to the far side as Moorhead leads it now 5-1. To the near side, Joe Grammer. This entire period has been played in this offensive zone. Wind up by Grammer. Shot blocked away. They'll try it again, this time for Lindbergh. He sidesteps one, lines it up, tees it up, shoots it wide. Rebound up in front. Deflected back near side, 2 minutes to go. On top it goes to Grammer. Working his way. Here's a wind up and a shot. And it comes near side. Down deep into the corner. Here's the wind up and a shot, and it's blocked away, and the rebound is good. Rebound goal, and the Spuds lead it now 6-1.
Well, they earned that one. A lot of really good looks. Great puck movement from the Spuds on the power play, looking as sharp as it has all year. And some more shoulder shrugging as I think Ryerson got it. Bentz attacked the net, created the rebound opportunity. It looked like he was going to whack it in, and Ryerson pulled it off his stick, put it into the net, and they're all high-fiving each other saying, who cares, we scored, the Spuds scored, and we're all going to figure into it.
Aaron Ryerson getting that goal just a moment ago, his second tonight, 10th of the season. Bentz assisting once again, and his point total continues to mount. 15 goals, 13 assists on the season. 2 goals and 2 assists tonight. Play comes down 6-1 Moorhead. Down to the far corner. Play rolls back near side, 1:21 to go. They battle for it along the near wall and in the corner. Still looking for a way to get it out of the fray, and it comes loose, and the Spuds put that one right on, and it's deflected up and out of the way by Ben Condon. 1 minute to go in the period as it comes back near side. Aaron Ryerson, that was counted as a power play goal. Here's the return near side, or far side. And it's deflected up, and that one ended up out of play. That's another part of the game we haven't had to talk too much about tonight is Moorhead's power play on the season, a very salty 30% completion.
Pretty good, pretty effective, and you know that top unit itself, that line can score 5-on-5 regularly, so you give them an extra player or take one away from the other side, they're going to have some success, and yeah, they've done a great job. Second unit's very strong too.
On the face-off, picked up Caleb Alderson, wanted to go behind the net, got turned around, leaves the puck there. And as they turn around up on top, it is swept away. The Spuds, Joe Grammer put a stick on it, but is forced to play it now from center ice. Off to the far side, 23 seconds in the period. Pass down low, lifted up, and out. It comes to center where Grammer is there to pick it up. Reflected off Alderson. They play it at the blue line. This may very well be the conclusion of this second period with the Spuds owning the advantage, and that play comes all the way up ice. And as the horn sounds, the teams will head off. It's been Moorhead all the way here in the second period. Did not allow a shot on goal in that second period. We'll be back with more from Moorhead Sports Center after 2 periods of play. It's Moorhead 6, St. Cloud 1. Through 2 periods, Moorhead has a 6-1 lead on St. Cloud, scoring 2 in the first and 4 in the second. And Sam Walston will take a look at your game here in just a moment, but that first period, I can't help but think that there was some concern about the intensity level.
Yeah, that's kind of the message in the locker room. Just kind of looked a little disinterested at times, and you're just kind of going out there and go through the motion a little bit, and the score reflected it, 2-1, and we're a lot better the team than that first period showed, and I think the second period had a little bit better attitude to it.
There aren't very many times in the course of a season that you can take a look up at the scoreboard and see that the opponent does not have a shot on goal.
Yeah, and it's just kind of one of those things as a goalie, you just kind of got to stay focused, and you can't just you can't get complacent and just let it happen. He's got to stay in the mindset that there's going to be shots coming in any time, just so he stays ready, and it kind of does stink, but it happens.
Of course, when there are no shots on goal, it doesn't help your percentage either, does it?
Nope. But the zero.
The zero does.
Yeah, but we just need him to get about 4 more shots on goal to get it above 90 here. And,
yeah, he's been inching his way above that. Yep. Now we talked about that earlier, where the benchmark is 90% saves and less than 3 goals allowed.
Yep. Yeah, it's we always say it's a race to 3, and we've got enough to win. Keep that 1 on the board, and go from there.
A shutout victory for the Spuds Junior Varsity tonight. 6-0 was the final there. Tell us a little bit about how that game.
Kind of the same way a little bit here. The first period, we had a little bit of better start, but we were kind of doing the same thing, kind of just floating around. Second period, we moved the puck very well, zapped it around, and play much better going forward.
We were blaming it on the midwinter blues.
Right. Yeah. Cold and it's just your muscles are tight and everything. Or you're just making excuses, and we just got to be better. But second and third period, I think we did very well, and the outcome showed it.
Third period coming up here with a 6-1 score on the book. Here again, it comes down to the point of holding your focus.
Right. Yeah. You just can't get into bad habits, and we got enough to win. Play good defense and just keep the puck in their end, and that should be.
Congratulations on the win earlier tonight, and Wes wishes here in this third period. Sam Walsted with us as we talk Spud Sports and Spud's Hockey right here on 970 WDAY. The teams are in the locker room. After 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 6 and St. Cloud 1.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Oh, wow.
6 months old.
No.
Yep.
Geez, just 40 years ago, huh?
Center. 6-1, Spuds have the advantage as we get ready for the third period of play. Coming off a 10-0 win in their last outing over Brainerd. And they are on the verge of making this a running time game as well with the way that they have played offensively.
Yeah, and they did in the second period what they didn't quite do in the first, which was finish it strong and bury a couple of those good chances to extend the lead and really, you know, for all intents and purposes, put this one out of reach. Anything can happen, we know that. We've seen crazier things, but they've really taken control of this game.
And so as we meet out at center ice, Moorhead will go right to left. Puck is down and drawn to the outer edge, and the Spuds are back in the road end and turn and look up ice. On the near side, Andrew Searles. The return off to the far side. Moorhead slowing play down, and that gives Harper Bentz a chance to catch up to it in the far corner. Pulls it loose from there and comes near side for Grammer. Here's the up ice pass for Carson Triggs. Off to Gavin Lindberg, and it goes right on the stick of Harper Benson off to the far side. Tracked down in the corner. At the point, wind up, shot, blocked, rebound. Down low, there's a shot and a goal! Harper Benson is right there to tip it in. He is on a scoring streak here in the last 2 games.
Yeah, so I don't know if I sound like Nostradamus tonight, but
wow.
Yeah, but again, low to high, they get the puck up to the point. Andrew Searles walks the blue line, gets that puck through traffic, creating a rebound opportunity, and then our hot man of the night, Harper Bentz, or hot man of the month right now, finishes it up with fantastic play.
And so Harper Bentz will get the goal. Assists given out to Cody Martinson and to Gavin Lindberg. I'm not so sure that might not turn out to be Carson Triggs.
Well, I think they confused the 8 and the 6. Searles should get one. Yeah, Searles should get one.
So we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of correcting that's going to be done at the end of this one.
Yeah.
7-1. We do know that puts the game into running time. And out to the far side where the Spuds again dominate play in the offensive zone. As they turn it around down low, played back. Here's a big collision in the corner. And the puck pops loose, and here comes St. Cloud. As they get to center ice, it's dumped in ahead of the play and picked up by Vince Bertram. Off to the far side. Moorhead behind the net, rolling it back. And here's the look up. Rolling it down into the corner. Moorhead on the return trip. Here's the tip ahead by Wyatt Tweet. It goes all the way to the far side and out of the corner played. Chasing it down, here's a windup and a hard shot by Caleb Alderson that comes away. Grammer keeping it in. Off to the far side. Loose to the near side and off the wall. Grammer plays it behind the net. looking it up on top, and it's deflected away. Long pass ahead, and the Spuds catch up to it, and once again they'll turn it around. Here's Justin Stahlberger looking, sending, shot, bouncing, and up into the air and gloved away. Dangerously close, but the Ben Condon was able to grab a hold and keep it under control. Play is running. We're in running time here in the third period.
When you get one of the classic ways to score is your in-zone offense, and if you can establish play in the offensive zone, get possession in time, and then get pucks to the net, and the Spuds have been able to do that well tonight.
Play dished off to the far corner. Moorhead there to pick it up. Here's a wind-up and a blast. Rebound comes all the way out to Searles on top. Dished along the near wall. Return now Moorhead far side. Rink wide pass intercepted halfway, and it's deflected back out to center. Spuds there to track it down, and Colby Creer turns it around and sends it to Gavin Lindberg. His backward pass is deflected away. And a nice poke check away by St. Cloud. Andrew coming to the corner where the Spuds are there to pick it up. Loose puck away. Gavin Lindberg protecting, sending it out to center ice, forcing St. Cloud to come onside. Here's the return. It pops up into the air. The Spuds pick it off. Working his way loose, Gavin Lindberg. Riding the line and keeping it now near side for Harper Bentz. Stick handles his way off to the far side, and at the point, Songstead turns, looks in, he shoots, and it's scooped off the ice by Ben Condon.
That one almost snuck through Condon, too.
There have been a couple like that.
Yeah, good job by Songstead getting it through. But to complete that thought, Larry, what you've seen the last couple of weeks is the D figuring into the scoring a lot more. So you got Schiller tonight, Grammer with an assist and a goal, Songstead with an assist, Searles with a career had 3 the other night. When that's happening, what you have is strong in-zone offense with all 5 guys involved and using the whole zone.
Time is running, 12 and a half remaining, third period. Moorhead has scored to put it into running time at 7-1. Here's the rush up ice by Liam O'Donnell. That one is up and out of play. Moorhead back in action again next week when they take on East Grand Forks. That's another solid battle that the Spuds and their opponent like to play. They look forward to each other, whether it be in East Grand Forks or here in Moorhead. It's always a challenging night.
They're a remarkable program with how they maintain their strength. It's as small as a community as East Side is, but they've got great hockey up there. Continues year after year. It will be no different Tuesday night.
Play on the near side. Lifted out, tapped off the boards. Chased in by Parker Gast. Backward, or back pass rather, and here's the Spuds on a change, but the outlet comes all the way out to center. Moorhead will have to track it down. Joe Corton goes deep into the far corner. Stick handles his way before pounding it off the boards and right on to Colby Career. Out it comes. Cody Martinson dragged down from behind. Play continues. Wind up in a shot sent off to the side by Weigel. That is the first shot in 2 periods of play by St. Cloud. On the way up, brought rink wide. Corton to track it down. It escapes and it comes all the way back out to center. Dalton Songstead returns it to Joe Corton at the blue line. Sidesteps his way down, puts a shot on, rebound, tapped away, rebound into the glove it goes. Other players did not hear the whistle. And finally, the officials step in, and Wyatt Tweet right away shrugs his shoulders and lowers his chin and heads to the side.
Yeah, again, they don't like how rough he plays, but that's our first chance to test our system between Dust Up or Donnybrook. No, it's Dust Up, Kerfuffle, Donnybrook. I don't know where that falls. But it was
Let's
something.
Go with Kerfuffle. It's just kind of right below really dangerous.
It was more than a Dust Up,
yeah.
and just below really dangerous.
Yep.
And I think when Tweet goes to the box, it's at least at Kerfuffle status, usually.
No doubt. Face off, back in the Moorhead zone. Play comes near side. And at the point, Reese Gronseth sends it down low. It's played behind the net and back near side. Up against the wall, collision there. Tapping it out of the zone and picked up by Andrew Cumming of St. Cloud. Coming, working it around, back near side, forcing a long pass. Moorhead skating shorthanded now. They've scored once on that special teams. And at that point, they took the lead. Play down low, working it off to the far side, walking his way in, shot goes wide. Bouncing it back near side. Up on top, wind up on a shot. Oh my, that will hit the net, but it hit the net above the ice of play. And then back onto the sheet, and that stops play, but the clock continues to run.
That was some of the best bit of sustained pressure from St. Cloud as they did a nice job of not letting the Spuds clear the zone cleanly and were able to keep possession in there and get a couple good looks.
With the draw, it comes out to Isaac Baker. Back pedals into his own end to set it up. Bentz plays it off his stick, leans it ahead. Here's a shot, a quick shot. And in spite of giving up 7 goals, I tell you what, Ben Condon has still had to be sharp.
Yeah, done a nice job in there and under duress.
Most of the night.
Spuds, a lot of the night.
Yep. Wyatt Tweet is on the near side. And meanwhile, the Spuds come through as he is figuring out a way to get back on the ice. Congratulations seem to be given
to our guy.
To Harper Bentz.
Our hot guy.
Yeah, our hot guy, the hot guy.
Yeah. He scores it. That was interesting. And one of those nuances, if the penalty expires due to running time during a stoppage, you can't let the player out on the stoppage. You have to wait till they drop the puck. And so that's what everyone was excited about.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. They finally dropped the puck. Then they should have let him out, and they didn't. And Ben scored and said, who cares? We're going to score anyway.
Well, that front line counters again. 19 assists for Gavin Lindbergh. 17 goals and 13 assists for Harper Bentz. 30 points in this hockey season with about half to go. Play comes back near side. A collision along the wall. Moorhead leading it 8-1. Here's the advance and a centering pass. Dish down low, and he carries it wide to the near side. The angle had been taken away, and Gavin Lindbergh ends up with it behind the net. He backhands it to the far side. Goals 15, 16, and 17 for Harper Bentz. And in the hockey jargon, that's a hat trick tonight.
It's a hat trick. And he's had a career in the last 2 games.
Yes, he has. And Aaron Ryerson needs another goal to join that club tonight.
Yep. Are you going to throw yours out there?
No, because chilly in here.
Yeah, it has been cold all year in here. I'm going to talk to management about that.
6:25 remaining. Always an adventure alongside Rob Grammer. To the near side, played out by Joe Corton. Returned by Moorhead, and they'll turn it back into the zone. Tracked down over there by Isaac Baker. Deep in the far corner. Now from behind the net. They corral the play and bring it out. Turn it back in. Ian Ness. Along the near side for Joe Grammer. Collision in the wall as the puck pops its way free and then chased off to the far side by Nick Matanich. Off to the far side. Dished ahead, 5:44 to go. Moorhead on the verge of picking up their 6th straight win. Play along the near side and out. It comes away. Dalton Songstead picks it up and scoots his way in. Pulls up short at the point and drops it into the far corner before ringing it back now near side. Along the near wall. Pass goes out on top, and Parker Gass turns a hard shot on the glass. Back out now to the near side for Searles. He takes it rink wide. Turn, shoot, blocked behind the net. Play goes off to the far side and once again to the point, but this time it's vacated. And Colby Creer tracks it down and brings it back. Parker Gass sends it in. Down deep in the corner it goes there for Abe Carlson. And out at the point, Searles. Goes rake wide with it, and the wing had left the spot, and it comes bouncing back out to center and turned around by Moorhead. They'll send it back in. Cody Martinson watches it sail back the end line, and that's an icing pass.
I always think this is such a sign of a strong program when you don't see much of a drop-off when the guys that have been sitting cold for a couple hours come on the ice like Gast and Abe Carlson with a strong shift there, and Songsted's got a lot more ice time tonight, and he shows, you just see that they have a general understanding of the game and the play doesn't fall off that much, if at all.
Down low and behind. Turning it around, Colin Baumgartner getting his first shift of the night. Brings it up on the near side. And it's quickly turned around and set in deep. Off to the far side, Moorhead nearly got tripped up on the play, but managed to still dish the pass out. Pass ahead, it's 2-on-1. As Joe Corton drops it back, and a windup by Aaron Ryerson comes offline. Back into the corner, they track it down there as Joe Corton. Slides his way behind the net, leaves it for Wyatt Tweet. Battle continues, players upended and down on the ice, then back up to skate. The puck is loose finally and pulled in by Aaron Ryerson. Trying to dish it out to the point, the defense will not allow it. Behind the net and spun off to the far point from there looking in. Baumgartner feeds it near side. Here's the pass up on top, wind up in a shot, blocked into traffic, and it's gloved. Off the ice by Ben Condon to keep it at 8-1.
I like that. Under duress, the play comes up to Colin Baumgartner on the point, and he's got pressure on him, but he has the presence to move that puck over to Schiller, and it's just that type of thing we're talking about with just the general knowledge of an understanding of how to play hockey, and a great job by Colin Baumgartner almost getting on the board with the assist there.
Down low, Gavin Lindberg. Up against the wall, pulling away. Scrambling after it. Carson Triggs finds Grammer. He goes for the shot, it's blocked away. Tracking down the rebound, it bounces off his stick at center, and he has to retreat. Here's a quick return on the far side for Gavin Lindberg, and he brings it across. Lindberg turns the corner, sends it right there on top, and it's blocked away. Intended for Triggs, and it scoots out, and a long shot by Grammer, and again the save is made, but the rebound is left up for grabs.
Yep, it's good. Strong play again from that unit in the defense there. Grammer getting good shots through, and the unit down low getting traffic to the net. That's a timeless tactic, and it's worked well for the Spuds this year and here again tonight.
Face-off will come on the near side of Condon. Off to the far side, the look. Dish down deep into the far corner. Back out to the near point, and from there set and deflected all the way down. Off the far corner and against the wall, played around the perimeter near side. 1.5 minutes to go. Here in regulation, it's 8-1. Moorhead has the lead. They jumped up early on St. Cloud and spent the evening building on it. To the near side and along the wall. Poked ahead, then rejected, but comes right back to Justin Stahlberg, and it's 2-on-2. Here's Ian Ness working off the screen. He sent the shot in. Now that to me shows me that Ben Condon has been at work in the practice situation, facing shots like that where screens are set up and the trailer comes in to set up the shot, and he was there to meet the challenge.
Yeah, reading that play well, watching the flow of the play, and then still competing with a minute to go in a lopsided game, and he doesn't want any more to go into that net right now. Nice job by Condon.
Isaac Baker from behind the net has it pulled away by Cody Martinson. Is that what's called in the doghouse?
I can't imagine why he would be, but it looks like it. we talk about keeping pucks out of the net, and he ends up in it.
He ends in it. Yeah, the whole net comes over the. To give you an idea of what happened, somehow the collision occurred from the backside and pushed the net forward over the top of goaltender Ben Condon.
What did he do to deserve it?
I don't know. They're going to let this clock run down as the Spuds come onto the ice. The Crush come onto the ice. Spuds, in their fashion that they hope to have the rest of the way, come up with the win here tonight. We're going to recap our game at this moment. I think there's not much question as Harper Bentz again wants to be given that number one spot.
Yeah, he did a great game again tonight.
3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points for Harper Bentz. And we were looking at Gavin Lindbergh getting a goal and 2 assists. He had 3 points. Aaron Ryerson had 2 goals and an assist. The wealth was spread around tonight for the Spuds.
Yeah, a lot of guys figuring in, which, that's good for everyone to just feel a little productive, get on the board, feel like you're contributing, and that builds confidence throughout the lineup. You see the team starting to come together, as they wanted to get Songstead a goal when he had that shot, and Lindbergh tipped it, and you could tell they all wanted, Songstead to have his first goal, and that's the type of thing you like to see, and a great all-around effort from the Spuds tonight.
Another statistics that we may not ever see again is the fact that in 2 periods of play, Moorhead's opponent did not register a shot.
Yeah, and this was not a terrible opponent out there. They just played stifling defense through that stretch, that period of time.
And just did not allow anything to happen. And so with that, the Spuds set up their game plan now for a Tuesday night encounter with East Grand Forks. Hope that you can join us then for that contest. It should be a good one. For Jake in studio, thanks for being with us tonight. For Rob Grammer in house, this is Larry Knutson thanking you for being with us. Our final score earlier tonight in women's and the girls hockey action, it was Moorhead 6 and St. Cloud Cathedral 1. And in the game just completed, Moorhead 8, St. Cloud 1.